quick note of care. This video discusses suicidal ideation, as well as suicide attempts. Suicide has been a part of my story for as long as I can remember. And today I want to share with you some of that story in honor of World Suicide Prevention Day. We always begin with gratitude, so I want to thank you for being here and let you know that I'm very honored to have your energy and your presence here in this space. Peace. I am LA, and I want to start by sharing with you how I first learned about suicide. I'm going to take you all the way back to when I was starting middle school. I was in the 6th grade. And there was an announcement that was made on the PA, and the announcement was sharing the news of a suicide of an 8th grade student at my school. And at the time, I did not know what suicide was. This was my first time hearing about it or learning about it. But after that, I went to look it up. And that's when I learned that suicide was the act of taking your own life. And I will share a little bit about what came up for me then, and will also share with you that I have written about this more extensively in my book, which will be available for pre-order very soon. But what came up for me was hope. And that may sound really dark, but that's the truth. At that time in my life, when I was in middle school, that was one of the most difficult times in my life. When I look back on my life and think about times when I really, really struggled, middle school was at the top of the list for me for many reasons that I won't go into for the sake of this video. But when I learned that it was an option to take your own life, that gave me some hope. At the time, I was really struggling with depression, had a very troubled childhood, and really chaotic and unfortunate and traumatic circumstances at home. And at that time, I was looking for a way out, and I felt that I had found it. And from then on, I became almost obsessed with suicide. It was my fallback. It was something that I knew that I could do if I needed for my pain to end. And I still remember, and actually still have, the copy of the 10-page paper that I wrote on suicide when I was in the 8th grade. My English teacher then was Mr. Winterfeld, and I remember Mr. Winterfeld's name because it is very unique, but also he is one of my favorite teachers. When I think of all of the educators who have shaped me into who I am today, Mr. Winterfeld definitely sticks out. But I chose to write my paper on the subject of suicide because I was really intrigued by it at the time. It was something new I had learned about, and I felt like it was a savior of sorts for me. What I really want to focus on in this video, after sharing just a little bit about my history, my background, and some of what those episodes have looked like for me, I want to share with you 2 things that I feel like have really helped to keep me alive. And the first one, number 1, is hope. Staying connected to hope no matter what. A while back, I realized how important it was for me to always stay in the energy of hope, to have something to look forward to, something that I knew could or would get better, something that I could find comfort in, even if there wasn't comfort anywhere else. And what helped me come to this realization is how scary it's felt for me in those times when I cannot sense hope, when I can't reach for hope. I feel like it's out of reach for me. And it is in those moments when it's in those moments when I realized how much closer I could come to actually following through with the thoughts that I was having. And so what I want to share with you, if you're watching this video and you are in the midst of those thoughts, I want to share with you that as long as you have hope, you have something that you can depend on to help you stay. So stay in the energy of hope. Hold on to hope no matter what. So hope is number one. Number two, and this is a really important one, is identify what your life purpose or your soul mission is. So as of this video, I am a lot more clear on what I am here for, what I exist for. And when I think about what that means for me, it's not this cliche saying of, oh, I'm here for a bigger purpose than me. I think on some level I know that, but I have really specified and narrowed down what my soul mission is, what I was created to do. And it's been revealed to me gradually over time. And having some sort of idea about that has helped me to remember that my life has a lot of meaning beyond anything I could fathom in this moment. And my purpose is so much bigger than me. It extends beyond anything trivial, beyond the day-to-day happenings of my life, including those moments when I might be feeling low, I might be feeling down. And I've been able to maintain my commitment to that mission and remembering to focus on the big picture, no matter what is happening or how difficult things might get for me. And it's been really helpful for me to remind myself of that mission, and even more explicitly to say to myself, your work here is not done. Your mission is not completed. And these two things, hope and knowing what I am here for, or at the very least having a very good idea, have been really transformative for me. When I think of who I am now and how I view suicidal ideation, how I show up in it, and how I am able to really love and care for myself out of that space, these two practices have made all the difference for me. And as I sit here and I'm recording this video, I am really grateful to share with you that I can look back on times in my life when I didn't want to exist. I didn't want to be here. When I tried to take my life. When I didn't want to live anymore. When there were people that I know whose lives have been taken, and I wished it was me. I wished it was me in their place. And now when I look at myself and I look at my life and I look at myself in the mirror some days and I say to myself, there is no one else that I would rather do life with than you. You are the best part of every day. And that makes me emotional when I think about the fact that I have experienced a lot and have lived a lot that I would not have had I followed through on any permanent decision before now. So I wanted to share with you, as someone who still from time to time experiences suicidal ideation, these are the two things that have kept me here, that have kept me safe, and I think that continue to keep me grounded as I navigate the everyday challenges of life. And I want to remind you too that your life matters and you matter, and your life has so much meaning, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. I hope that you can hear and receive these words that I'm sharing with you with all of the love that I have in my heart as I offer them to you, that you are important, you are a gift to this world. And the same thing that I say to myself, your mission here is not done. Your work is not done. If you are supporting or loving or caring for someone who experiences or struggles with suicidal ideation, I hope that what I have shared here has given you some type of idea of what it's like, but also some of what can be helpful. I also want to share with you that while I have experienced and lived with SI, and that's the abbreviation for suicidal ideation, for the majority of my life, that a lot of our experiences are diverse and they're varied. So I want you to keep that in mind as well as you are consuming content that is related to suicidal ideation. I want to share with you that I want to offer you some resources. So just in honor of World Suicide Prevention Day and also Suicide Prevention Month, which is the month of September, I want to offer you a few things which I will link below. There are some affirmations there that are very specific to suicidal ideation. There are also some resources, including some of the crisis lines that you may already know about. I'm going to include those. There are also some tips there for folks who are supporting anyone who is experiencing suicidal ideation, just to give you some tips for how you might care for and show up for the person that you love. And then I also want to share with you, there's another resource that I am not remembering what it is, but there is a fourth one. It will be included down below. These are free resources. You can screenshot them. You can also download them so that you can refer back to them if you need to. I end all of my videos with a prompt for journaling or reflection, and the prompt that I want to offer you in this video, for this video in particular, is what makes life worth living for you? What is coming up that you have to look forward to? So I hope that you received something helpful from this video, something that you can carry forward with you. I would love to hear your comments and read your comments rather. I read all of my comments, so I would love to hear from you below how this video landed for you, what you found helpful, and also if there is anything that you feel comfortable and safe sharing in the comments about something that has helped you to stay. I would love to read your comments and just familiarize myself with a part of your story. Well, that is what I have for y'all. I look forward to connecting with y'all again soon, but in the meantime, reconnect with you. Peace.